Sci-Fi.
Hey everybody, welcome to Real Life Sci-Fi with Wade and Willie. I'm Wade.
I'm Willie.
This is a podcast about the paranormal and contemporary mythology. Join us on patreon.com/real-life-sci-fi for access to 2 bonus episodes a week, video feeds, and more. And visit RealLifeSciFi.show for all of our links and stuff. Let's welcome aboard the SSRLSF. It's our good old friend, writer, director, actor. The movies are called Fuzzyhead and Birds Without Feathers. It's Wendy McColm.
What's up?
Hey.
Hi guys.
Hi. what? Do your camera thing again. What was the Birds Without Feather thing?
And I have the Fuzzyhead. That's the poster actually behind me. If you could see that.
Yeah.
The one with the doll, the cutout doll things.
Yes. So cool,
Okay.
right?
Very
Yeah,
cool.
love
Who
it.
did that for you?
I don't know. They didn't tell us. That's what happens when you get your movies bought. They're like, somebody did this, and then that's it. You don't get to meet them, and then you have a poster for your movie, and then your name's not even on it, and you directed it, and then you're like, all
Oh my
right.
gosh. What?
Yeah, the rule is don't be humble. I don't know who told us to be humble, but put your name on your poster if you directed the movie.
Oh man. I
Yeah,
guess I gotta take that lesson. I don't know.
Yeah, everyone should.
So we haven't seen each other in a decade or something. I didn't even know that you were doing these movies. What are these movies like?
They're weird. I mean, we all come from the genre of Channel 101, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Birds Without Feathers is a dark comedy. People who cannot connect, which I guess before autism became trendy was autism,
Right.
right? So
Yeah.
now that's what I made a movie about, and I didn't know it. So it's pretty hilarious, dark comedy. It did well. It got the Spirit Award at Slam Dance.
Whoa.
Yeah, really random.
So wait, does that mean that it's autism coded? Or is it really just about, is that what autism is? Just people who can't connect to people?
I mean, I feel like when you watch the movie now that autism's trending, and I don't know if you get canceled for saying something like that, but it kind of is like everyone's like, well, sorry, I'm autistic. I can apologize because I was autistic. It's like, okay, just, okay, bro. But
Yeah.
when I watch
Meanwhile, you got RFK going no more vaccines. It'll cause autism. And autistic people are like, what?
Yeah, exactly. We don't want to be responsible. Don't take this away from us.
Yeah, we like us.
We like now that we know we can say #autism. But when you watch back the film, I don't know, I would say it's much deeper than that. I'm kind of kidding, but I mean, I don't know how people would take it now. I don't know how. I mean, it was made 5 years ago. I was at a point in my life where I was just kind of coming out of oh, maybe I should be more vulnerable. And so most of the characters were just very unable to connect because they couldn't be vulnerable. So there's a deeper side.
But is literally 5 years ago, because that was COVID.
Oh, you're right.
2025.
See, that's the thing. I've blacked out most of my life. It's 7 years ago. Yeah. 2018, we won the Spirit Award. And then
wait, what about the next? When did you make the next movie?
So Fuzzyhead was made actually during COVID.
How did you do that?
On accident, because we shot with Alicia Witt, which was a huge, big upgrade from the first movie.
What's she from?
She's actually in the original Dune, and she's in a lot more. She's like a 90s sex goddess.
Yeah.
Is she really?
Yeah, she's
Willie,
one of those hot women from the 90s.
Yeah, I follow her.
And she was just recently in Long Legs.
He knows where her house is.
I don't
She was,
follow
I'm sorry,
too
she was
many
what?
people.
She was the mom in Long Legs.
Okay. Yes. I mean, I see every Cage.
There you go. So there was 3 main characters in that. The one who turns into the nun at the end.
Wait, but she's our age.
I'm a little,
she's our
maybe
age.
I'm a little younger than you guys, but yes.
Well, a little, but okay. And so she's probably a decade older than you, but that's who you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Prolific.
Yeah, I don't know this name. I'm gonna have to.
Okay.
She was in Mr. Holland's Opus.
She's in so many movies, so it was such a pleasure to work with such.
She was in Twin Peaks.
Yes.
Oh, and I forget that Dune is David Lynch too. Did she share any David Lynch stories?
So many. I mean, this lady.
She did?
Yeah, this lady was just such an honor. I'll probably work with her again. I hope to work with her again, but she's so
I don't know
talented.
if you would know this, Wade, but wait for my brother, Baron. The little girl and she's Kyle MacLachlan's little sister in the movie. Anyways, yeah, it's
Oh,
great.
oh, oh. Well, I don't know the movie that well.
Okay, I thought you watched it within the last year, but
No, not
He
within the
lied.
last year.
He lied.
No, I didn't lie. Willie's doing the same thing that you're doing with years. I watched the Twin Peaks movie probably 10 years ago, but
oh
to
no,
Willie,
I mean
that's
the
like a
The
year
Dune movie.
Dune
ago.
I thought you
movie.
tried to watch. I think you didn't finish
Oh,
Dune, right?
not
You
the
started it.
original. No, 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 no. I can't
Oh,
fucking
No
get
one
through that
finished the
shit.
original. We could barely finish the
oh,
second half of the new
I
one.
watched the
God.
original. I could watch it every week for the rest of my
Yeah,
life.
Willie loves it. Willie loves
You
it.
guys should do a poll on the podcast. Uh,
I'm curious to see
I am
who's on the
curious
Dune is
side.
too.
Dune is just Doctor Who. It's like it's just Doctor Who.
Yeah, yeah.
Everything about it. It looks like it's on a stage. The fat guy floating around just looks bad.
Yeah, and then David Lynch made was it a Nike or Adidas commercial just because he was still in the Dune phase? It looked just like Dune, the Dune he made. He made a commercial right after that. Anyway,
Oh
check
my
it out.
gosh.
It's
I,
pretty cool.
I think I remember watching this now and I don't remember it. So cool. I
It's
can't
pretty
wait to
cool, and
revisit
it
that.
also just shows like the inside of an artist's brain. Like, oh, if you're making a movie, you're just gonna make something else that looks just like that movie if you're asked to make something in that same time frame. It's like literally probably on the same set. I don't know, but David Lynch, right? What a great man. What a great
I
man.
know.
Rest
For
in
real.
power. Rest
What
in
a great
power.
man. Thank God. Yeah, thank God he was alive.
We talk about conspiracy theories and ghosts and Bigfoots and stuff. How into that side of the world are you? Do you think about it at all? Are you into it?
No, I don't think I like to think about it. I think I hear people talking about it. I think if you started me listening to it, I'm going to get too into it. I probably blocked myself from it because I'm going to get too into it and I like to like keep on my path in life and just stick to my own path, right? So if I hear what you guys are talking about, I'm probably going to we'll see what happens. I might get too
So
into
you're
it.
sort of like ignorance is bliss. I'm an ostrich.
Yes.
Like fucking other people can deal with this stuff. Okay, well, we're gonna take your temperature here. We do
Okay.
something on the show called the wow scales.
Wow, scale.
Are you a Wade or are you a Willy?
Stands for Wade or Willie. It's a 5-question quiz, and at the end of the quiz, I'll give you a score anywhere between 0 and 5. If you're more of a 0, you're more of a Wade. If you're more of a 5, you're more of a Willie. Are you ready to be Wade on the wow scale?
Okay.
Okay, first question, 3-parter. Do you believe in aliens? If so, have they visited Earth? If so, have they visited Earth in the last 300 years?
See, that's hard because part of me just wants to say no and like stop this right now. I don't have to think about it. But like, yeah, I do think that they are
You
here
believe in aliens
now.
and that they're here?
Yeah, there's people walking around that look like they have no soul. Like, what do you think of that is?
You know,
Billionaires.
you
I think once you cross a certain level of monetary gain, you just lose all of your humanity.
These
I
people, like
love
poor people, rich people, evil people, so many.
I love your answer because your answer to aliens is the way that I treat when I experience slash feel entities, or it's just like that's not real. It's not here. It's not real. It's not here. But I do believe that something was in my room last night when I said you can't be in here.
Oh my God. Luckily, I've not. Well, maybe I have, but that's not of an alien realm. That's more of like God and the devil. But
Yeah, spiritual, right?
yeah.
Okay, question number 2, ghosts.
See, I hate thinking about this shit because it scares me. Fuck. Yeah. I've never seen one.
But do you believe in them?
I don't want to say yes because I don't want them to get me.
You don't want to manifest a ghost into your
No.
Yeah.
apartment.
It's
No.
like ignoring it for life. That's great.
I've not been touched by a ghost.
Do you believe in Bigfoot?
No. I don't like
Really, nobody
I don't
believes.
believe I don't believe in man things. Like that's a man thing. Like that is a man Being like, oh, there's
Merman,
a
mermaid,
Do
Bigfoot.
you
a
mean
big
do you mean
foot. Like that's a guy. He's so big and hairy and he's so big.
yeah, it feels very much like something that like you know, someone who drank too many like Bud Heavies just kind of came up with around the campfires. Wendy, these ones are more serious and they require
Okay.
a little bit of thought.
Oh,
The Illuminati.
I don't really know what that is.
For this purpose, it's a group behind the scenes pulling the strings
For life, like the Truman Show.
for
Yeah, but
life,
more on the big money scale, like controlling governments, controlling countries. Like,
Controlling celebrity. Yeah. But
right.
that's about it. I
Yeah,
don't
what do
care
you
about country. I mean, obviously,
do you
yeah,
think
I guess that would be considered. Yeah, there is.
well, but do you all right. Well, let me just put it this way. Do you think that Beyonce came up with Sasha Fierce because the Illuminati told her to and she had to do whatever they told her to?
I mean, that's really specific. I mean, I think if you
Do
told
you
me
think
that
that Little
somebody
Nas
else,
X sold his blood in shoes because the Illuminati told him to?
I just heard of that right this moment, but I would say that does sound like something an Illuminati would do. I think Sasha Fierce is a little more like maybe she came up with that, but they did tell her what to do after she thought of that nickname. I do think she is very controlled. I think a lot of those, fuck it, all those
Control,
people.
yeah, because she probably but now I'm putting my bias into it. It feels like she's controlled by like her publicist and like her managers and
Uh,
agents and stuff.
I
Like, do
don't
you
know.
do you think there's an umbrella?
Yeah, like what are those
You
movies?
do?
Yeah, I think like
All
they
right.
choose who's famous. This whole thing, it was really cool when I was first starting out acting, and I actually made it pretty far without any help or nepotism. But when I look at it now and like how they put books together at CAA and present those to people, and you're only allowed to pick from these actors to be famous, to be in a book, and if you don't make it happen, you're out. You never see those actors again. Like what happened to that actress? And I think about this daily, actually. What happened to that actress in The Craft?
oh yeah, yeah.
What
Right? Did
happened to
she
her?
not do something she was supposed to do, and they just switched her out with the
Period.
next thing?
Absolutely. Yes. Where'd she go?
Who are you talking
We
about?
don't know her name. She was just the lead in a
She was
giant
like
movie.
the next Alicia Silverstone kind of thing, where it's just like,
We don't know her name.
I thought the craft. Am I thinking of the right movie? Wasn't the craft like three
yeah,
hot ladies?
Yeah, but total of like five witchy ladies. And the lead in that movie, where'd she go? I think about that on the
Robin
daily.
Tooney.
Didn't even know her name. Just
Well,
think about it.
I didn't
There's
either.
Fairuza
Yeah,
Balk and Nev Campbell, and
Yeah.
I've heard of them.
Yeah,
And
but
then there's
Feruza,
Robin
also, what
Tooney.
happened to her? Like, did she really just drop off the face of the earth and become like nothing? Like,
With women, it's hard. I feel like they get like just we're done with you. See you later.
I mean,
You
she was
know,
in what? I don't know.
with
I'd say
okay,
that's
so
an
this lady,
Illuminati vibe.
Robin Tooney,
What happened to her?
she was in Prison Break. She was in The Mentalist for a good amount of time.
Oh, so she's just been under the radar.
Yeah, if you count like mainstream procedural network television as under the radar, sure. And it is for us.
But
It's not for boomers.
well, whoever it is, don't know, maybe don't know she was in the craft. But either way, maybe that's not Illuminati. But I, for some reason, have been thinking about that is a related to an Illuminati thing. And that may make no sense. But like I said, I am not a person that talks about this stuff, but that's what I think about.
Okay, let's move on. Last question. What do you know about the multiverse and do you believe in it?
I don't know. All I know is that it's like that movie, Everything All at Once or whatever.
Right, kind of, yeah. Do you think that we could do that? Do you think that like you could
Yeah. I mean, quantum
you
leap,
do?
is that
Yeah.
awesome.
considered quantum leaping?
Yeah,
Quantum
yeah.
leaping,
Uh-huh.
I
Yeah,
quantum
yeah,
leaped.
yeah.
I quantum leaped on the 12th.
Nice. What'd you do?
I like quantum leaped into the perfect day.
That was 3 days ago.
Yeah. And I'm still
Well,
feeling it.
I love that. That falls in line.
welcome to the worst dimension. I don't know if you know, Trump is president here.
No, I'm not there, Wade. That's how you quantum
Oh, you
leap.
quantum leaped out.
Right.
No, I'm not there.
Your quantum leap is like your small microcosm of the universe, not all the big things that you know what I mean? Like it's your best day. It's like your best version.
Best day. Went to like the
Okay,
edge of the
I mean,
earth. There's no one there.
you're making stuff up.
No, I have pictures.
Not you, Willie. There's no best day. You don't.
What do you mean?
Quantum leap wasn't about quantum leap wasn't about him
to...
jumping into the best day.
Yeah, it is. That's
a lot of the times he was like an assassin, or he was like always solving a problem. He was jumping into the worst day.
Well, in his world, he loves solving problems. So
you guys talking about a movie?
Day. Oh, what movie?
Willie, don't. You know that Quantum Leap is a very famous television show.
Yeah, Quantum Leap.
I heard of that.
I got lost in the.
Wait, am I the only one who heard Quantum Leap and thought about the TV show?
She said quantum jumping.
Quantum leaping is a thing you can do. I didn't actually associate it with the show.
Oh, I heard quantum jumping.
She said it. She said thing. She just put the emphasis on the wrong syllable. That's a Mike Myers. That's a Mike Myers joke. All right. So on the wow scale, you are you're like a 3.
Right in the middle.
So
you're kind of halfway between me and Willie.
Cool.
So without further ado, let's jump into the topic. Willie, what do you got?
Tonight on Real Life Sci-Fi, are animals psychic or telepathic? Join us as we go through a few compelling examples. Could it be the animals have psychic abilities, or do these examples just prove predictable habits? Find out tonight on Real Life Sci-Fi. Now we've heard of animals maybe predicting earthquakes, like you hear of a bunch of dogs and cats went missing a week before the earthquake. It's because they all knew it was coming, shit like that.
Have you ever seen, not to cut you off, but have you ever seen, how people have cameras in their houses now all the time? Like, I don't know why, but people just have cameras in their houses.
Yeah, people do. People do have cameras in their houses. A lot of people have that.
Why? But like,
I don't know. They think they're important.
Yeah, it's weird. I would never want a camera in my house. It's so weird.
But it's always blinking. So you're like, are they watching me? Like, where are they?
like if
that's what I want.
I don't want to watch the video of what they're doing because I'm just going to get mad.
Like, what if they're masturbating?
I mean, that's really what it comes down to. I would never put cameras in my house because I don't want video proof of me masturbating.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we all know everyone does it, but like, I don't need to record it. But anyway, so all these people have cameras in their house, and right before an earthquake, a cat, like if they have a cat, the cat will be like, huh? And it'll like kind of look around.
Okay.
And then it'll just kind of run off, and then the earthquake will happen.
Okay.
Yeah. So, they definitely perceive but the universe different from us. This is true.
But I also think. Well, I don't want to get too far ahead of this. I want to hear more about like the thesis or whatever. But like, don't you think that like all of their hearing and all of their senses are better than ours, right? So don't you think they just kind of foresee it in that way? Or are you talking about like that they actually predict it like before that?
Let's say a specific earthquake was because of some magnetic anomaly, not necessarily, I don't know, maybe they can perceive and sense things not because it's going to happen, but because of different forces that we can't perceive. Yes, magnetic fields, we know migratory animals follow the magnetic field. So when you see a whole bunch of beached whales, it's like they're not committing suicide. The magnetic field is off and it drew them onto land, and they're like, oh, this is just what we do.
I know, but like, don't you think that's stupid of a whale to be like, I'm just gonna go on land now? Like, you can't survive on land.
It's like
so they went to land to escape what?
Just
to
like
to
they're just like picture a self-driving car running off of a street, right?
Mhm.
Like,
Why?
do you
Because the Waymo thought that the maps went there because of the magnetic field.
and anyways, that I'm just saying that they perceive the universe different, but there's a couple like weirdly specific examples of animal connections that are pretty crazy, right? So one of them I want to get into is there's this guy Lawrence Anthony. He bought a bunch of land to save like an elephant herd in Africa. Now this herd hated humans. They were notoriously aggressive anytime humans showed up. And he put a fence around them because he was just trying to preserve gave them a bunch of land, tried to preserve them so that they didn't get killed, hunted, whatever. They kept breaking out, and everyone was just like, let's just kill these things, like he was fighting against people that were cool hunting them or getting rid of them because they were aggressive. At some point, he kind of just gave up mentally on trying to control them, whatever, and he just reached out and he had a physical connection with one, and then all of a sudden the herd accepted him and his friend as one of theirs. So he started like living with them sort of, and could connect to them, and they were very calm when he was around, and
They loved him.
Yeah, they loved him, they did.
Love
And
is a
then
high vibration.
when he died, this is years after the fence went down and they just went off on their own, and it was a herd of like 7 that turned into like 21. Like he helped preserve them and grow them. When he died, nobody told the elephants that he died. The herd traveled 12 miles away on the day he died and stood around for 2 days to mourn his death as they mourn their own.
Aw.
And then they came back every year on the date of his death.
Aw.
And I'm going like this is a story of a connection that somehow telepathic or psychic, or there's a connection that they can
Love.
Yeah, totally.
Who really gets to experience love in life?
You say love. I think it could just be smell, because you know how like dogs will like lay down at the grave of the person, but that doesn't make sense because
the smell goes away. This is years, unless this is a fairy tale bullshit to make us believe in love, and it wasn't properly documented. Like, who documented these elephants going back every year? Is it a meme? Is this a quote?
Right.
I
love that you're bringing these things up, because I'm like, yeah, this could be a feel-good story just to get hits. You know?
Who is it? The unknown quote on Insta?
There definitely are multiple versions of this. I found some on Insta. I found some on YouTube. I found
that's
some
why
on
I don't
Wiki.
think about this shit.
Why don't you think about it?
Because where's the facts? I'm thinking about it. And I'm like, oh, it's love, and I don't even actually believe in love because I haven't felt it. But like, I would imagine love would be that frequency, and imagine it makes that power. But if this is just
right, and I'm just picking and choosing things that support the things I believe in, like, no, this is it.
Is this a documented event?
There is documentation of them coming back for sure.
That's cool.
Right.
It's amazing.
I don't know. I think yeah. Well, so wait, what are we saying here? Like, what am I arguing against or for? That animals
they definitely showed up. So like, for them to show up when he died without knowing that he died, that's an amazing story, number one.
Right.
Amazing story number two is that they show up every year on the date of his death. So they, for some reason,
which means that they have date. Like some kind of clock in their brain, like, which is nuts. Which means that they're using some sort of like other sensory, right? Because an elephant doesn't know how fucking long a day is, right?
Yeah. And why is that specific day important? I know mourning is a real thing, but like, I don't know, like, I don't give a shit about the date of anybody that I love when they die. I don't want to think about the date. I want to think about their life.
Yeah, but I feel like I'm
not trying to throw elephants.
You're in the minority there. I like, a lot of people, for whatever reason, celebrate the day of the death.
I love celebrating that.
It's weird.
I'm kidding. I don't.
No, I'm with you. It's a weird. I go back because it's like, Like, why just celebrate their birthday or something? Like, why would
Yeah.
you like remember them on the day that they died?
Honestly,
Like,
like picture a
well,
celebrity and the day that they died. I'm like, I don't want to think about the day they died. Like, yeah, happy birthday. I don't need to think about the death day. That
I
doesn't
don't like
bother.
death in general, but I can't wait to die. I mean, I really just am so happy I won't see the world taken over by robots.
hey, listen, I'm with you. You've said a lot of stuff that I totally agree with.
That
Uh,
is so random too, because I'm just kind of here.
but don't you think here, I was thinking about this last night, and this is a little off topic, but I do think that it's a good way to look at the world. I think we live in the best time that there could ever be because like we're talking to each other through a fucking computer right now, and that's weird. I can walk down the street and get like a hamburger for like $2 at a fucking McDonald's. And I know like yeah, they're not
I was
paying.
scared at first. I was like, where is that?
I'm pretty sure they still have, or I could
They
go up to
do. No, you're
Yucca and
correct. You're
pay
correct.
like
They
five.
do. You're correct.
It's like we didn't have to live through any of the out. I've never used an outhouse.
I have,
We've
but that
got
was by
indoor
choice.
it just seems like and we get to see the end of the world, like it's coming and we get to see it. And I think we're also going to be like 80 years old when it happens, so we're going to be like thank fucking god it's finally happening.
Correct. Like I used to be afraid to die, but nah.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm a little too morbid, and I always talk about how I don't care if I die or not, but like to witness, or even just like let's minimize it down a little bit, like just to witness the end of democracy in America, it's like kind of fun. I just feel like we if this is a video game, we were like put me in the most interesting fun time ever, and it's just like hey, we're all doing nonsense, we're like making movies and people kind of like pay us sometimes, and then also everything's going to hell and it's all going to end. I think it's a really fun time.
It
But
is
do
weird
you?
to think about the
Yeah.
secret sneak attacks that might happen on our country. Not to, I'm not like in fear of this, but I'm going like all this Pokemon Go mapping out the United States and the company involved in that was connected to Google. Like I'm going like I don't know. There could be some weird digital war that was spawned from us playing some stupid fucking game.
Wait, hang on. You
There
just
you're going
introduced a new
into
thing.
it. You want to go into conspiracy theories? You got your door right there.
Are you saying that China didn't know what America was until we got Pokemon Go, and then they're just like
No,
mapping?
I'm just going like that company Niantic. They like Pokemon Go for a while. You could like scan buildings, and then like China and Japan. I don't. I fucking
That's
hold on.
true.
They're like buying up all this property around military sites, and I'm
Not
just
because
going
of
like,
That's
Pokemon
genius.
Go.
no,
That's
no, 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 no.
genius. They had everybody
Parallel.
location scouting for them.
Yeah, yes. Paralleling,
That's
there is some weird sci-fi world where this is all a setup for some fucking surprise sneak attack. I'm going, that's pretty cool.
That
I
is
mean, it's
cool.
very funny that you would think that they would use Pokemon Go to do that when they have satellites and shit. They wouldn't they don't need to.
But it's
Yeah,
more
I mean,
fun with Pokemon Go. And then when the
It's
reveal
very
is,
it's
you all did this. You did it for us.
Yeah, you
Pokemon
paid
Go
us
to
kill you.
hell. Remember Hillary Clinton?
Oh, she said that?
She said Pokemon Go to the polls.
Oh my,
she should have said to
gross.
hell.
I
She should have said to hell.
I know.
It would have been way better for her. I really do like
yeah,
her.
it might have. I
Go
mean,
to hell.
anything would have been better.
I know. I really actually like her. I feel bad for the demise of her everything and how two
I
women
know
lost
what
to
happened.
Trump. It's just two women dying to like the most gaslit man in
Yeah.
the universe. It's like, of course, they only put women up to that man. It's like any other person they would have went against, they might have won, but it's like Even a man couldn't go up against Trump because that was too embarrassing. So they replaced Biden with a woman. I mean, have you guys thought of that as a conspiracy theory to keep women looking weak? I mean, that was pretty fucking weird.
That's interesting because
okay.
people still voted for Biden. They didn't know he was out. Like,
yeah, exactly. Like they only took him out because they were embarrassed he was going to get gaslit, and then they put a woman in there. They're like, this makes more sense to the country, and then they can say a woman less. And it's like, the only two women that have ever won for president ran against Trump.
Yeah.
And they would have won. And then like, especially Hillary Clinton, like whatever you think about her, that's fine. She's like much more qualified.
I went to bed that night very comfortable in the idea that she won.
Yeah. But they didn't lose by much. And that's the other weird thing. So anyway, I don't think about this stuff on the daily. Like, what's the conspiracy? I do know that is a weird thing that the only two women that have ever run in the country ran against the biggest gaslighter of all time.
Yeah.
Wait, I know you voted for Trump.
Yes. Yeah. You must not have listened to the show because I'm a huge Trump supporter.
I just said that on not even knowing that. And then I looked at your reaction to what I just said. And I just said, wait, I know you voted for Trump. I don't care. I don't even care. I don't live in this world. I have quantum leaped out.
It's not true. It's not true. I'm joking.
Okay.
I don't like Trump. I fucking despise him.
Whatever. We don't think about him. We don't think about him.
Yeah, well, it's hard not to because on the fucking news every
I
5
can't.
seconds.
He's not even cute to look at. There's nothing appealing to thinking about him at all. I'd rather
Here's my promise to you, Wendy. In the next 12 years or
oh no
when's the next 2020?
Oh god
no, when's the next election?
2029.
2029.
It's gotta be 8,
so and
right?
that's
so
in
even
4 years. So in the I'll say this, in the next for 16 years
no
there will be 2 women running against each other. That's my guarantee.
Thank you.
A woman from the right. That's interesting.
Yeah, but it'll be like fucking
Marjorie
Taylor Greene.
Yeah, they have a few of those. Yeah, those are things I don't think about. That has nothing to do with aliens, unless we are talking aliens on that side. But
well, let's get back into the animals because they're cute.
The animals.
And we love them.
I think my cat.
You guys are both pet owners. Have you had experiences where something you thought your animals reacted to that surprised you?
Well, but also you're a pet owner as well.
Yeah, I've had a couple. One of them, we were going to go on a long walk, a big hike, and we're like, Pearl's kind of old, but whatever, let's just go. And normally at the end of the block, we turn around and come back. And this day, without talking to her, like she just knew that we were going to keep going. I was like, that's fucking weird. Cause like we turn around every day. We've never gone on this hike and she was pulling that way. So is that,
as a cat owner, I don't have anything like that, but I do feel like we have entire conversations, but that's also psychosis and me. I always talk to myself anyway. The cat is just like a reciprocal kind of element for me to like throw my thoughts at, right? But like I do think that like I have full conversations with her. Wendy, what do you think? You talk to your cat?
Yeah, not full conversations, but sometimes Kitty, that's his name, he cries. Looks like he will actually cry, like if I'm like sad or something happened. But I don't know what that means.
He cries
like tears. Yeah, he's a magical cat. I'm gonna bring him on. Can we go get him?
Yes, please.
He's a
I
good
feel like
guy.
maybe that's a medical. I don't know that cats have tear ducts.
Only when I'm sad.
wow.
It's not like he's like crying every day, and I'm like, oh.
But wouldn't you rather the cat kind of nuzzle up to you and go like, "It's okay"?
No, he does
like,
that too.
You?
This guy loves to cuddle.
Oh my god, you have a great cat.
It's a magic cat.
I mean, I feel like my cat's really great, but she doesn't give a fuck when I'm sad.
Yeah, Kitty's like, meow, 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 meow. And I'm like, it's fine, I'm fine. And then he's like, oh, then he'll want me to pick him up. See, I don't know. That's a full.
That's a conversation. Yeah.
Then sometimes I'm like, it's okay. Wipe the tear out of his eye. Maybe I'm hallucinated the tear. Maybe it's the Illuminati.
Do you think do you think, I mean, like, because listen, I don't think that any pet owner would tell you that they don't have some sort of emotional antenna, right? Or something. Like they know. Like we've all seen the videos of the dogs who come around when you're sad and they like cuddle up to you and stuff, right? We've all
Or
seen
rescue
that.
people.
Oh yeah, rescuing. That's
Love
huge.
that. Love that. And I also like that you
Well,
said
but don't you think the rescuing? Oh, I'm sorry. Go on.
That you said Antanya.
That's my girlfriend, Antanya. She's from Sweden. I don't know.
and my boyfriend Robit.
Yeah, we got to get them together. They would have a blast.
No, he's not leaving me.
Date.
I'm not. Oh, I thought you meant.
Oh no, I mean no. Listen, I don't want Antanya to leave me.
I think she might if she meets Robit.
Let's get dinner at the Italian place.
Oh, Robit doesn't eat food.
Oh, because he's a robot?
Yeah.
I'm wondering, these elephants, right? For one.
No.
What is the deal? What is it? How do you do that? All right, put me in a desert or whatever, a forest, doesn't matter. And then tell me when a year goes by. I would have no idea. I couldn't even tell you when 60 seconds goes by. Have you ever tried to count down in your brain about 60? But these elephants are like annually, they're coming around and like visiting this guy's grave or whatever.
Yeah. Come on, time to pack up your shit. We gotta go to Lawrence's place.
They're Australian too. These elephants are Australian.
Well, that's the thing. That's why humans are the worst species. And that's why they kill everyone else. Like humans that kill other humans know that they're the worst, And it's like that. Anyway, I'm kind of tangenting, but it's like, yeah, why do we kill elephants? Why do we kill any animals? They're clearly the superior being. But you just explained you wouldn't be able to do what they do. So it's like, maybe we could, but we don't live in the wild anymore, right? Like, I'm sure there's stories of men or people living in the wild, and maybe that was Bigfoot who stayed in touch with his natural primal state. And that actually leads into why I think, we could be powerful, we could be great, we could be what they call happy, which, has been muddled up by so much shit. But if we weren't muddled under shit, we might be in touch with that sort of.
I know it is weird. I often think about all of the things in my life that I pay attention to, all the things that like bring me joy, and most of it is just a brainwash. And I'm going like, what do I really like? Sure, I love to watch Optimus Prime transform. That's top 10,
Yeah, top 10 for sure. Yeah.
I'm just going like, take away my house and that joy will still be there. And I'm going like, that sucks. That sucks that if I was homeless, I would still like to watch Optimus Prime transform.
That doesn't suck. It means you have something you like.
It's interesting to me because I think like it's weird. It's almost like the prevalence of media has made you stop thinking about what you would like, right? Because like television, and I'm not one of these like television is evil.
Turn it off.
A waste of time.
It is evil. That is the Illuminati. They created television.
I think television started off as a very it was never good. It was always to sell cigarettes and stuff like that. Into it. What's a better way to like make people laugh and to entertain people?
Talk to humans and enjoy them.
Right. There's this weird connection thing that
there's no money in
talk
that.
about Antenya. Yeah, but when everything's about money, nothing's about the primal state, natural state.
TV is
that's what I was getting at. I was getting at that. I was like, so let's say that you're in the middle of let's take away all the buildings and all the television, and we're just like sitting around. Entertaining each other would be very fun. But can I get by on that? Will you guys give me food if I if I make you laugh?
I know, right? Let's
There's no
say
money needed. Back in the
let's
day, there was
say
none of that needed.
But what if I suck at
an
getting
apocalypse happens and there's no more TV, there's no radio, there's nothing. Are you going to pay a juggler? You know,
No one's going to pay anyone anymore. They
Well,
went
well,
to
like, oh, here's a
barter.
bite of
Well,
bread.
hang
Here's
on,
a bite of
hang
my
on.
bread. You're going to barter
No, yeah, get rid of the whole payment system. I want to talk more about jugglers because, like,
Yeah,
if
we love them.
he's just doing this,
Yeah, we love that.
then no,
Yeah,
no,
they
no,
paid
I don't
that.
pay him. No, I don't
Yeah.
pay that guy. But I will pay the guy that's like, he's got his feet. And have you seen the people who have that weird platform and they bounce the ball up it and it goes into a hoop?
Yeah,
that shit's crazy.
So then that's like the tier of payments. Like then you meet the person like me who feels bad for a person who pretends to wash your windshield but doesn't even do it because they have a dry rag. And
Are you in mine?
And I still give them $5. Like,
are you?
There's
I thought you were pretending. I thought you were going.
Oh, I am, and I can be a mime, but like,
oh my
the thing
gosh,
is, like,
a mime window washer.
They may as well.
Amazing.
I may as well do that, but I could get beat up. But at least I would be happy.
Wait, where are you? Are you in LA or New York?
I love that. Like, it's this jacket that makes me look like I'm from New York. I mean,
well,
you're like, wait, she has like a leather jacket and that hat. She could be in New York. Look at that bitch.
I have never experienced one of these people.
Really? I was in Echo Park the other day and this guy was like, hey, I will do this. And I was like, please don't. And I was like, okay, if you want to do.
That has never happened.
I know, right? You on Alvarado?
Yeah, I was on Alvarado.
Well, you got to stay away from Alvarado. I mean, that's rule number one.
And it's like, I'm fine if they want to do it, but they always have like a dry rag. Like, why is there like what? But then you're like, okay, like they're pretending to try. I have some dollars, like, but they're
doing their part. Yeah, it's like,
and that's the point of the ecosystem you're talking about. If everything disappeared, you might not pay a normal juggler, but someone else would.
Okay.
That's what I was trying to.
Let's put it like No, I'm with you. Let's put it like this though. That homeless guy, and we'll pretend that they don't have a mental illness and that they can function in society, right? And we're all in like a tribal kind of around the campfire or whatever. And there's the juggling guy, and people are like, man, fuck that guy. And then there's like us. Wait, I lost my.
I don't know. I have mental illness. I mean, like, who doesn't?
I know.
I'm not trying to slam mental illness.
I'm just saying.
Going like our TikTok algorithms are so funny. I know someone who in this apocalyptic future would pay people to like pop blackheads in front of them.
Yeah, like
no, okay, but well, listen, I'll do a very apocryphal. Am I using it correctly?
A pocket full.
Bird in the bush, man.
This is a kind of an embarrassing story. Like,
okay,
this is actually really embarrassing. Maybe
we want to all hear it. We have a few minutes left. We want to hear it.
When I was a teenager, my mom would pop my zits.
That's cute.
And my sister would make fun of me, but it was entertaining for my mom to do it because she was like the Dr. Pimple Popper of her own world. You know, it's like, oh my God, I have a teenage son whose face is just waiting for just like boiling over with like things that I can pop. How can I not?
That's cute.
So that would be a form of entertainment, I think. And also, Willie, you're looking at it the wrong way because you're looking at it as like, well, you're not looking at it the wrong way. You're looking at it as we've already experienced all of this entertainment and now it's all been stripped away from us. I was thinking about it more as like none of that ever existed. And so like, you know, what does the world look like 2,000 years with no technological evolution where we're all just there's no television, there's no like, it would be plays and stuff, but like,
thank God.
And then the animals. How do the animals?
Well,
Thank
I
God.
have one other cool story about this woman who she had this parrot, and the parrot was so smart, and she kept teaching it things. And then they did this experiment. I mean, it got to the point where they're like, this parrot is actually telepathic, and I can share my screen and play this video real quick of
Yeah.
So what happened was, let me just do the setup where this is live. They're like, hey, I'm gonna take my camera and I'm gonna go downstairs. We're gonna have a camera on my parrot, and I'm gonna pull up images. And the woman is 55 feet away from her parrot, but her parrot is reacting to what some people claim is what she's looking at. So they're like, she has this telepathic connection with her parrot, and the parrot starts describing the pictures that she's looking at.
Without even seeing this, it feels like a parlor trick.
It's cool because they do it live, and I'm cutting in right when she's going downstairs.
And I'm going to go look at these pictures, and I want you to tell me. And he did choose to participate quite often, which was kind of...
Take a flower. See you later.
She's looking at a picture of a flower.
I'm gonna go get pick some flowers. Yeah, your mother already got to pick some flowers. Yeah, they go pick some flowers. We're gonna go camp some flowers about.
I hate this.
My mental state was
hate it.
really critical. If I were trying to like send the image like out through it wouldn't work at all. It only worked when I was just genuinely immersed in the image and fascinated, which was kind of replicating the normal situation.
She's looking at a picture of two people on the beach, and the bird's saying, "Look at my pretty naked body."
Well, allegedly. I mean, I don't hear that.
Remember, Amy and Nkisi are in separate rooms, 55 feet apart.
Not only would he describe the general image, but as I noticed a detail, he would articulate that detail, the moment I noticed it. So there was one image where it's an image of a car. Our target was car, but the driver has his head out of the car. And it's kind of hard to notice at first.
So cool. What's your head up?
And I was going, oh, that's weird, the guy. And then at the moment I noticed it, Kesey said, you put your head out or something like that. And we actually were not able to score that as a hit. It really showed me that he was just so tuned in, that just instant, the speed of thought. He was sort of surfing the edge of my consciousness.
Out of 71 photographs, Nkisi correctly identified an image 23 times.
The results were far above the chance level, massively significant statistically. So this was a highly successful experiment showing a very significant effect whereby Nkisi really did seem.
23 out of 75 images.
Yeah, if you speak parrot, I couldn't understand anything the parrot was saying.
Oh, I can hear it better. It's crystal clear on the.
It's not crystal clear, dude. It's not. No, you can't blame this on Zoom. That parrot was just saying shit, and you could put any words into this is the whole thing. Like, my grandma swore that her cockatoos could speak, but they were just making noise, and she was just assigning. It's like me having whole conversations with my cat. Like, she makes a noise, and I'm like, oh, are you upset?
Well, that did sound like a conversation, but if you want to go in and believing in that there's more to life,
well, how does that explain that there's more to life? And I'm with you.
That the
because
antenna
it was
is strong.
Antenna.
Yes, I knew you would say that. It just proves that it's strong if you let it. Like, that lady looks like a fucking lunatic. Really, I could make a spoof about. That is a spoof, right? Like, so funny. She's
right.
Like, it hurt me, like, and if the bird's just eating like himself on her shoulders, you're like, the bird's not saying shit right now, lady. And so that's kind of funny and like, okay, but like,
I want to know how many times that bird has pooped on her shoulder and how she explains that away. Like,
yeah, that was a different bird on her shoulder than the one that was talking.
Wait, what?
Yeah, because that was a green, a
That's
different type of
weird.
parrot. But I had a parrot, I had a cockatiel once, and I'm like, we kept saying like, oh look, he's dancing, and come to find out later that he was rubbing his balls on the end of our bedpost. He's just jerking off. I'm like, look, he's
I
dancing.
don't know. I don't think birds have balls, dude.
Oh, so now birds don't have balls. Okay, Wade.
They don't. They don't.
All right. We're
Ju-
making
just
we're just
look up-
throwing
look up-
out the opposite.
Dude, just
here.
look up the sexual reproduction of birds. They don't have balls.
Go check it, Willie.
They don't even have
I know,
dicks.
I know.
Check
would
it
think.
now because I'm upset. And then also, Wade, we just need to get you a year with a parrot, and we need to find out the truth about this.
Males have
happen?
testes.
They have
They're
balls.
located.
Yeah, but are they
not
internally?
externally. So it was weird because,
Oh.
like, looking at this bird, I saw him from behind, and I thought I saw balls rubbing on the bedpost. If those weren't balls, then he was maybe dancing.
He was probably dancing,
I
man.
think that was the. I think that's the quote of for a bumper sticker right there. If those weren't balls, he was probably
and he was probably dancing. We should turn that into a single.
That's a shirt.
That's
What's the
like a
podcast
killer's-
about? Aliens
let's
and
do like a-
conspiracy theories,
let's
but
do
it
like a-
says that they weren't balls.
In the style of Killers, we'll write a song. If those weren't balls, he was
Right,
probably
those-
dancing.
He never ejaculated, and
He was dancing. He never ejaculated, and so he was dancing the whole time. I convinced
childhood
myself
is
it
saved.
was balls, but it was not balls.
Listen, that is interesting. The parrot thing is interesting. Even though I couldn't understand what the parrot was saying, and I feel like you could just put any words into it's bad lip reading, right? It's just like, oh yeah, anything that sounds
bad
like
lip
could be
reading
what
does
it's
work
saying.
perfectly. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. Yeah,
Like
Like,
head
yeah,
out
I
the door,
believe
I
I believe.
But-
Mama say, Mama sa,
but it
Mama
was-
kusa, I'ma
but it
say
was
I'ma
saying
say.
different stuff for each photo, which is interesting. I don't know, that's interesting. So but then what are we saying, that like parrots are psychic, or just that
the
one
psy-
parrot?
dude, the psychic is such a weird. I think it's more of these two. This bird was connected to this person's. I do believe that
Brain?
we have like an aura that has
Back.
energy around it, and this bird was just reading that energy. 55 feet is pretty big, though. That's pretty far, but.
Well, how do you read the aura of me looking at a photo and seeing a man outside of his car?
Put your head up. Put your head up. Bird's
Also,
just
I
talking.
hated the way. What did it say? The first thing. What did it say? I hated it.
Naked bodies. Your naked bodies.
I like your naked body.
No, that was
Yeah,
the
well,
second one. Get the naked body.
Phone
Yeah.
call? No.
Well, don't be jealous because you don't have a connection with a bird, man. Because let's be honest, she put that much energy. I mean, how many years did that lady hang with that bird alone?
No, for sure,
No
But then
TV.
she couldn't even make it last until the interview. She had to get a new parrot.
Well, that's life. That's life. That's life. People
I
don't
don't know.
stay. Neither do birds.
I don't know. It seems like if you're supernatural in some way, you could extend the life of a parrot just to get to the A&E interview.
The parrot died,
I don't know. It definitely.
I can
wasn't-
only assume.
or it was having psychic visions during the interview and it had to go. It was talking
The
too
lights,
much.
yeah, the lights were throwing it off. It's like,
I can't connect. I can't connect with you.
she's like, oh, Rupert, you go to the green room, Rupert.
It's much easier than having a boyfriend.
It is interesting though, these animal things outside of the parrot thing. There's enough weird animal shit where it's like, yeah, that's crazy. But
yeah,
then
I remember seeing
they
this
all
video.
die in forest fires, so like,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Oh yeah, there was this cat who like was friendly with everyone, but then somebody was trying to rob, and all of a sudden this cat like had never attacked anybody before, attacked the shit out of this guy.
Okay. And then what about that cat recently that saved that old man who slipped in the shower?
Yeah. The
That
cat
was
brought
cool.
the phone to the fucking person.
Yeah.
He was gonna die. He slipped and fell.
Yeah.
He was gonna die.
Couldn't get up.
He was
Yeah.
19 hours down. Oh yeah, there was that dog that did that too. Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
19 hours the cat's hanging out, and he's finally like, phone, get the phone.
How did the cat bring the phone?
It wasn't the phone, but it was the little clicker for the 911. You know those little
like the life alert.
Yeah, you know that commercial where they all fall on their back.
Yeah.
They're always like this.
Like turtles. Like old people are just turtles. Like listen, if you're so old that you're a turtle, just die. We don't need life alert.
But it was so sweet, even that guy. Like I couldn't believe he wanted to live too, Wade. Like I'm with you. I would have been like, fuck, that was
19
my time.
hours.
Let me go, bro. Let me go.
Dude, after 2 hours, I would have been like, this is it.
The guy was so happy.
If my cat dragged me a life alert after 19 hours, I might have just been like, no.
Been pissed. Because like in that interview, if they were interviewing, what do you have to say? He saved your life. I'd be like, I'm fucking pissed, man. I'm 98, man. Like now all I have to live for still is this cat.
The cat just wanted to eat.
The best moment of my life is me almost dying and a cat saving me.
You should see the video, Wade. He is
what have I accomplished?
See it, Wade. He's so happy that the cat saved him. He's like, I can't thank him enough. My little baby.
What is this? Is this? How have I not seen this? What is this? Sparkles. Is he on a show or something?
Like I think the cat's name was Sparkles or something.
I love that. I fucking love that.
Sparkles saved me. He looks so.
And it was a young cat. It wasn't like an old.
It was a kitten. So me and Willie both saw this.
Yeah.
How did we see this, Willie? Because I don't even watch this.
I don't see anything. I know.
No, this is rare that like you guys are talking about something that I don't know because I feel like I see everything.
Yeah, well. Uh-oh.
I guess I'm not subscribed to the right subreddits. I don't know what.
No, you gotta change
subscribe to psychic animals or some shit.
I don't know how the hell I saw that, but I was like, he looked like he was given a new life. He quantum leaped. He was like, he looked like he was rejuvenated and had a reason to live again. Yeah, I was taken back by it. Really.
Yeah, that cat's gonna get fat. He's gonna get like 3 meals for breakfast. Here you go, Sparkles. Just keep eating.
Well, that's animal abuse.
Yeah,
that's animal abuse.
Abuse and love look really similar to some people.
Oh my god, that is the most pinpointed thing that you could have said.
I've had a dark life since you've seen me. Now I'm laughing again. Yeah, just watch my 2 movies and you'll know. All right. It was I think that we plugged it and that was like an hour, right?
Fuzzy Head, Birds Without Feathers.
See why I went through
them wherever.
Yeah, it's streaming worldwide. Gone through the trauma, came out the other side to laugh.
And then
again.
What do you want to put? We're done, right, Willie?
Yeah.
We're at time here. Do you want to plug? I mean, not plug, but do you want to throw out your socials or anything like that? You don't have to.
Oh, it's just Wendy McColm. Go follow me on the Instagram.
Willie, final thoughts? Anything to say?
I like these little compelling stories, but I definitely can see that it's easy for me to believe the things that I want to believe. So I'm like, the situations where I've had a couple connect stories with our dog, I was pretty amazed by them. But like, I haven't seen enough, but I think it's possible. I think that we don't actually, like, when it comes to communication and let's say auras and magnetic fields and energy, I believe that animals might be able to pick up on things. You know, you see these videos of people talking to an aggressive animal or like being calm around something that should kill it. It's like, well, they were calm. I would not be calm in that situation. I have so much anxiety.
Yeah, but then you also see babies sitting against the glass of a zoo, and the tiger really wants to kill the baby.
Yeah.
He's pawing at the glass, like, why can't I eat this baby?
God, why are they putting their kids there?
Oh, because for the hits, man.
It's crazy.
Obviously, animals have a different thing than we do. Obviously, right?
Yeah.
Because they're a different species and like whatever. But like, why?
That's true.
Why isn't there science about that? Why isn't anyone like taken it and figured it out? Dissected a cat or a dog, looked at their brain and been like, oh, they have this and we don't have that.
I think they probably did. We just are in entertainment and we didn't really look into that. Like that has to be a real thing, right? There's whole museums based on animals and stuff in New York and dissected things.
That just means that science hasn't figured it out, right? Like,
No,
because otherwise we would have the answer and we would be like, oh yeah, cats see 5 dimensions and like they're amazing. We just don't know that.
See, this is why I don't talk about conspiracy theories, because I just want to believe, like how Willie said, I just want to believe what I believe, which is like if I decided in this moment that, yeah, they do see 5 dimensions. Okay, good night. Like I kind of like living life like that.
No, me too. But it is fun to talk about. Now I'm thinking about my cat and how they can like bat around something that's like much faster than I could, Like they're moving at a different time frame than I am. Like they see time differently. Like if there's a fly flying around and I try and hit it, like I can't, but cats can, or dogs. They like bite it.
Yeah, and you picture those cockroaches. They're like, oh, their brains are 10 times faster than ours. So you can't squash them. And I'm like, what's really going on?
Do you think it all comes down to the perception of time? Because that could be an answer, right? For maybe not for the parrot thing, but like for the cats predicting earthquakes or whatever, that could be the answers. Like they see time differently.
Yeah.
Because they live like
in the
15,
Matrix.
20 years.
They live in the Matrix. When Neo can see the bullets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
And they're
I love that.
And they're fucking dodging bullets. It's like a good Puss in Boots. I'm surprised Puss in Boots hasn't Matrix dodged some shit.
Maybe he has. I feel like he did.
He might have.
In the third Shrek.
He probably did. Okay,
we're gonna have to Google that. We have to Google that too, right? I think we're gonna be very surprised at things we don't know. But I think that could explain it. I think also that's why they're good healers, because they know way more than us, or they see in the future. So you just got to believe your animals, Hopefully you got a good one.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess. This cat here that I got is really bad at being empathetic. Like when I'm balled up on the floor crying about the state of my life, she doesn't give a fuck.
Meow. Get up.
She's just like, me, give me some toys. Why aren't you playing with me? And I'm like, bitch.
My childhood.
All right. Thanks everyone for listening. Oh, I'm sorry. What?
I said my childhood cat was like that. It's trauma.
Wendy McColm, thank you so much for being here. Check out the movies. I'm going to shout them out again. Fuzzyhead and Birds Without Feathers. Find them, on Tubi?
I don't know. Worldwide. Find them.
Wherever. Amazon.
Wherever you can get your hand on them.
Just Google it. And
if you don't want to watch it, just share it on your stories, because I'm an independent filmmaker and that helps.
Yeah. And then also go, if you're on Instagram or whatever, go to her Instagram and like all of her stories and stuff. And then I don't know, that helps in some way.
Yeah.
Mostly just for the psyche.
I think if you like repost a movie poster, like that's the new advertisement these days. Like then your people see a movie poster and then they watch a movie. Yeah, it is. So that's helpful. Anybody who just feels like doing that instead of watching it, but why not watch it? So you might like it.
Watch it also. Yeah. Do both. You've got time.
Well,
you're not running from tigers anymore. We beat the tigers.
We have too much time.
There's nothing more to do. There's nothing more to do.
Don't say that. It gets bleak. There you go.
Thanks everyone for listening and watching, and catch us on patreon.com/RealLifeSciFi, 2 bonus episodes a week. We're going to continue this conversation with Wendy McColm, and who knows what we're going to get into, but it's going to be spicy and entertaining. Patreon.com/RealLifeSci-Fi. Thanks everyone for, Jesus Christ, I'm just repeating myself. Just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not after you. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Sorry, I dismounted in a poor way.
Just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not after you. Perfect. And he was just dancing. Those weren't his balls.
I know they didn't have his balls aren't sticking out. I gotta look this up now.
Dude, I don't know what you're talking about. Birds don't have balls.
Shit.
Like I don't know what you saw, but that your bird must have been like
he was trying to justify it, like that whole thing we do from childhood, right? Where like I thought this, but it was really this, and then when you get older, you're like, actually, what I thought was real as a kid.
Oh, weird. But then you think it's just a dream or something.
Real life sci-fi.